Okay, this is our second video related to problems with congruent triangles. So this problem says given angle 3 is congruent with angle 6 on this figure. So angle 3 is congruent with angle 6. And let me draw things that let us remember that. So angle 3, it's congruent with angle 6, right? Okay. It says that side, I'm missing a segment here, segment symbol, segment MG, it's congruent with RG. So segment MG is congruent with RG. Okay, after that it says angle RGT, all this angle, it's congruent with MGJ, my bad, MGJ. So all this. Okay, so these two angles are congruent. Prove that RGJ it's congruent with MGT. Okay, so again, we know we need to reach one of these three possibilities: side, congruences between the sides, side, angle, side, congruences between two sides and one included angle, and finally it could be angle, side, angle. It means in between two angles and the side in between, that means the included side, then the two triangles would be congruent. So if we just think about what we have here, we know that if these two angles are congruent, these two are congruent. Okay, so we're going to see if we can reach one of these three without proving anything yet. We know that those two are congruent. Okay, so those two are congruent because 3 and whatever we have here and this angle right here and 6 and this one are supplementary angles because they form a straight line. So that's why those two are congruent, right? Now we have an angle and a side, an angle and a side. So can we maybe say that this angle it's congruent with this angle? If we can say that, then we have angle, side, angle, and we can say that the two triangles are congruent. Okay, we can imagine something else. Like, let me erase this for a second. Okay, and we can imagine this. Let me put an example. Maybe this is, I don't know, 80 degrees. If that is 80 degrees and this is 80 degrees by the given, right? Turns out that this should be the same for both, right? So if that is true, then this two must be congruent, right? By subtraction property. If I subtract whatever is here that is common, then by the subtraction property, these two must be congruent. And if I have angle, side, angle, then the problem is solved, right? So let me put it again as it was after the analysis. So this is congruent with this, right? And now we know why those two could be congruent, right? These two angles. So statements. So we have our statements and we have our reasons, right? First statement is the given. We already know that. All right. So this is the given, okay? Number 2, by supplementary angles, like we said before. Okay, so this is angle 4. Let's use this 4 for this angle, and let's use this 5 for this angle. So we know that angle 3 and 4, angle 3 and 4, and angle 4 are supplementary, right? And angle 6 and angle 5 are supplementary, right? Why? Because they form a straight line. Form a straight line. All right? Because if two angles forms a straight line, then they are supplementary. 3. Remember that we know that angle 3 and angle 6 is the same thing. So we also know that if two angles are supplementary to a third angle, and then the two angles are congruent. So angle 4, it's congruent with angle 5, right? This is by two angles are supplementary to a third angle, okay, are equal or are congruent. So Now we reach the point in this two, right? These two are congruent, and we have that the two sides are congruent. So number four, we know that this, it's a, by the figure, we know that this is a common angle of the two big angles that they say that are congruent, like RGT, it's congruent with MGJ, right? So, and they share this side. So by the subtraction property, we basically know that these two angles are equal. So angle RGJ, it's congruent with angle MGM, that looks like an MGT. Why is that? By the subtraction property. Basically following the figure, right? Number five. If we know that this angle and these two angles are congruent, and also the sides, the side in between, the side included is congruent, then we know that the triangle RGJ, it's congruent with triangle MGT. And that is by the angle side angle postulate. Okay, maybe the hardest part to understand on this problem is this, but try to do it with numbers. Try to assign an angle like we did at the beginning, all right, and make sense of it. If this is 80 and this is 80 and this is 40, then the two, what is left must be 40 and 40, right?